The world of music is constantly changing. Heavy metal and pop dance groups continue to sell millions of records. On the Night Beat, News 3's Susan Winneck reports on a group whose music is being felt around the world.
A musical group called Show of Hands.
It's called Show of Hands.
Show of Hands. Show of Hands sprung up from the University of California music scene.
Clearings and walls as the book of reason burns and the highest tower falls.
The group is called Show of Hands. To the members, the name symbolizes the importance of each of us and our contributions to the world.
It's this music of social consciousness that brought these three young troubadours of gentle rock to a cultural exchange in China toward the end of 1988.
Last year, they became the third American group to perform in the People's Republic of China.
Right away to Beijing.
Crowded to a disregard. Looking for clarity.
They came and filled up this 15,000-seat arena we were playing in for 7 nights just on the basis of curiosity. There's no question that they are very curious about Western culture because we played in a huge arena and we're unknown in China.
Show of Hands says their songs tell of personal issues that they themselves are dealing with, but they aren't issues only felt by Americans.
I think they're pretty accessible ideas, things that everyone's thinking about.
Some of the people that we talked to told us that they appreciated our songs because they dealt a lot with self-examination, which is something that which what they told us is the greatest thing you can do in China today.
Young just said that the talking, with Chris touched his heart, and the rock and roll touches the body.
Yes. Yes.
After the successful concerts in Shanghai, they headed as tourists to Beijing, and guitars in hand to Tiananmen Square.
I don't think it's something people do very often in Tiananmen Square.
The curious gathered round, only to be dispersed by military police. When a crowd much larger, months later, would gather in the same square, demanding democracy.
It's horrible for anybody to watch, but having been there, it just brought us that much closer to it. And having been right there in the square and getting a sense of, our sense of it was of things opening up, and it was very, very calm. And our experience was nothing to suggest what was going to happen there.
The surge of American music into the Chinese culture in the last 6 years is partly to credit, or partly to blame, for a student movement demanding more personal and political freedoms. For now, the cultural exchange program that brought Show of Hands and other bands to China is temporarily out of business.
Although the fight for democracy has been temporarily set back in China, Hickey says the movement is still alive.
I don't think you can put a person's thoughts in jail. There's nothing you can do to really, for the moment, things have been set back, but people's minds will not necessarily change because of that. And we're very interested in playing in different countries and connecting with as many different kinds of people as possible.
And the group says it later intends to return to sing to friends in China.
Time passes. Time passes.